Elon Musk always had a vision for Tesla in the Chinese market. China is as important for Elon Musk as Tesla is for China. Both of them share a good relationship between them. We all know that Elon Musk is always about to do something new and surprise his customers and team members. So, for you guys, here is a full video on what Elon Musk says on China. Let's start. The relationship between Musk and China has been far from bump-free, though. China has an interest in Tesla's few technologies, such as its batteries, but it's SpaceX that worries Stewart and the other lawmakers the most. Chinese officials recently complained to the UN that its space station had to take evasive actions in space to avoid satellites launched by SpaceX Starlink project. Musk has also faced persistent recalls of Tesla in China of nearly 300,000 vehicles over concerns about the cruise control system. China's game isn't to let Tesla win, said Bill Russo, the founder of Automobility, a Shanghai-based consulting firm. Then what is China's game? Well, China's game is to make the domestic industry compete. There have been covert efforts, which were eventually rebuffed by Chinese operatives, to gain access to SpaceX as a third-party investor. And it's not surprising because Mr. Musk remains personally popular in China, where people accustomed to conformity admire his maverick behavior. Chinese tech entrepreneurs look to him for inspiration, tracking moves of the Silicon Valley Iron Man. Tesla CEO Elon Musk once again has more than a few words of praise for China. Musk was responding to a tweet that was celebrating the 100th founding anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party. The Tesla CEO said that the economic prosperity in China is amazing. Musk tweeted, "The economic prosperity that China has achieved is truly amazing, especially in infrastructure. I encourage people to visit and see for themselves." Incidentally, Musk posted the same message on Weibo, the most popular social network in China. Musk had praised China on Twitter as well as on Weibo, the Chinese app. In the last 1 year or so, China has emerged as a crucial market for Tesla and Musk. Tesla has a factory in Shanghai, and it also set up a data center in China recently. Almost all of Tesla's cars made in China were recently recalled by regulators over some concern about the cruise control system. The Tesla CEO in March said that China could emerge as the most important market for his company. Last year, Musk was asked about China and its electric vehicle strategy, and you know what Musk came up with? Musk replied, "China rocks, in my opinion. The energy in China is great. People there's like a lot of smart, hardworking people." Musk not only praised China and the hardworking Chinese people, but also had a few words to say about the US. As compared to the Chinese, he said the people in the US are far more entitled. He further said, "I see the United States increasingly much more complacency and entitlement, especially in places like the Bay Area, LA, and New York." He said that the Chinese government has been somewhat supportive of Tesla, but in the US, he said, Tesla has had the least government support of any car company. With the US tightening technology exports to China in 2018, the president of China, Xi Jinping, pledged to make China the world's future innovation and industrial center. The main key to this plan was going to be Elon Musk, and Elon Musk's business connections to China are at the center of conversations among lawmakers in Washington. Mr. Xi viewed the South African-born entrepreneur as a technology utopian with no political allegiance to any country, according to officials involved in policymaking, and saw his Tesla Inc. as a spearhead that could make China power in the new energy cars. Musk is for China, and China is for Musk. Whatever we say, both are the same. The Wall Street Journal reported that while SpaceX may not have direct ties to China, some Republican lawmakers are concerned China could gain access to classified information through the firm's foreign suppliers, which may have ties to Beijing. The president of the Alliance of American Manufacturing Industry Body, Scott Paul, told in January, "Any company doing business with Xinjiang is complicit in the cultural genocide taking place there. But Tesla's actions are especially despicable." Stewart said, "We know that China can many times mask their intentions. The parties that are involved, and they're very effective at coming in through back doors, so to speak." The stem in part from Musk's embrace of China largely on behalf of his electric vehicle company, Tesla, is reported by the Wall Street Journal. Musk has mainly focused on the Chinese market for Tesla vehicles and has even appeared on the Chinese state television as he works to get a stronger foothold there. Musk also took a $1.4 billion loan from Chinese banks for a Shanghai Tesla factory, which he says has been repaid. "We have no reason to believe that there's anything malicious taking place here," Stewart says. "We don't think that SpaceX wants or in any way would deliberately share their technology, and in fact, they've been a good US citizen here." Mr. Xi had viewed the South African-born entrepreneur as a technology utopian and saw his Tesla Inc. as a spearhead that could make China power in new energy cars. Mr. Xi rewrote the rulebook to allow foreign companies sole ownership of auto ventures, so Mr. Musk would open an electric vehicle in Shanghai. Furthermore, authorities showered him with cheap land, low-interest loans, and tax incentives, expecting in return that Tesla would groom local suppliers and bolster lagging Chinese electric vehicle players, say people with knowledge of the talks between Beijing and the company. It's reported that Chinese leaders had grown frustrated with domestic electric vehicle companies' performance and saw Tesla as an opportunity to reset the country's auto industry. In turn, Tesla's arrival whetted people's interest in electric vehicles. The 2019 launch of the made-in-China Tesla Model 3 helped convince consumers such vehicles were a viable alternative to gasoline cars. Musk and China's beautiful talks and discussions are unending. Both of them have the same view for each other. They both consider each other equally important for them. Furthermore, Musk is now also about to do something new and interesting. Well, Tesla has made large amounts of investment in China. So, understandably, Musk has a more direct and deeper understanding of China's infrastructure strength. An important reason why China has been able to make such progress is advanced infrastructure lies in the leadership of the 100th Founder Party. Such leadership is beyond compare for the US, where Republicans build but Democrats dismantle and vice versa. This form of political struggle in the US has led to a lack of coherence in policies about infrastructure, healthcare, diplomacy, and so on. China has an incomparable political party advantage over the US. At the same time, the appropriate domestic and foreign policies generated by this advantage, such as the development pattern featuring dual circulation to a maximum extent facilitated the supply of the goods, capital, manpower, and logistics, thus injecting sufficient impetus for infrastructure construction. China's infrastructure policies are at the service of the vast majority of people's welfare, rather than out of purely economic considerations. The governments at different levels and enterprises involved take a long-term view of infrastructure, so the projects can go ahead even if they are unprofitable. This will hardly happen in the US. Tesla has set up a data center in China to localize all data generated from our business here, including production, sales, service, and charging. All personally identifiable information is stored in China without being transferred overseas. Only in very rare cases, for example, spare parts orders from overseas, is data approved for transfer internationally. Musk said, "My frank observation is that China spends a lot of resources and efforts applying the latest digital technologies in different industries, including the automobile industry, making China a global leader in digitalization. Tesla will continue to expand our investment and R&D efforts in China." It's the second time this month Musk was highly complimentary of the nation that's imperative to his electric vehicle company, saying it's a global leader in digitalization. Less than 2 weeks ago, Musk, during another pre-recorded stream at the World New Energy Vehicle Congress, said Chinese automakers were the most competitive in the world. Musk had said a lot about China, about its infrastructure, government, their relationship, etc. So this was all for today, friends. Hope you all have enjoyed watching the video, and if so, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to our channel for such more interesting and amazing videos. Thank you for being here.